What's going on? Back plugged in again. What's your boy the Prophet? Hey yo! So today, man, I got a video, man. It's definitely been highly requested. A lot of people have been asking me to do it once again since we had all these new changes and things coming to the game. So today, man, we're going to be doing a tutorial. Bleach Brave Souls 5th anniversary pre-tutorial. I'm going to be basically giving you guys all the keys that you're going to need to how to build your account and how to save your account for anniversary. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, man. And like I said, y'all, don't fall for the traps, all right? There's going to be a lot of trap banners coming out very, very soon since we're in the last 2 weeks of anniversary. So be careful, man. We about to get it popping. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Let's get it lit. Try my shit.
They left a nigga down, but I had to come up. Back down into the sun. I had to switch up, nigga. No, I ain't mad at you. I just had to come up and look at just what that bag could do. I charged into the game, cause I said I won't complain. Ain't been no sunny days, I had to get it out the rain. Look.
Back plugged in again. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into it. Boom. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with where I am currently right now. Let me actually turn this down a little bit because that's kind of loud. So yeah, you guys, what I'm gonna show you is like right here. I have all of my characters perfectly set up. Okay, so all these characters were on level 120. They were all like in even level 120 before I started this mission. And now, so they gained almost 20 levels being at, damn, I forgot, and we're getting like an extra run, dude. Oh my God, I forgot. Extra experience and extra everything else. So one of the main things is leveling up your characters for your available orb sources. So right now my characters are sorted on acquired. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters. Right? My Eerie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. So I have 5 characters that that I need to max out for orbs. So right now I have some soul tickets. So I'm gonna go ahead and level these guys up. The thing is, I was gonna wait because in about 3 days we're gonna get the update where it should be in 3 days. This update should be in 3 days, where you're not gonna have to use characters any longer. They're not gonna have to be in your team to be a point event. To like, you're not gonna have to equip your bonuses in your team for you to get the proper for you to get the rewards for having bonus characters. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just going to repeat that again. So basically, after this update on the 9th, which is 3 days when the Asia servers come to Bleach Brave Souls, after there's going to be a 5-hour maintenance in about 2 days. So after this maintenance, from what I understand and from what we understand as a community, you will no longer need to have bonus characters in your team to get that effect. That is a huge thing. What that means is that it's going to be like back in the day where you're going to be able to level up your new characters by farming at the point event. So basically, you're going to want to strap up one good character, like Tokinata, that can just clear pretty much any content. And you're going to want to strap up 2 characters. You're going to want to put experience books. You're going to want to put crystal links on them so that you're getting more crystals and jewels to help you farm easier. And also, if you have the crystal link characters on that, look at that. And 2 5x runs. Now, mind you, what I did was I watched one ad to get 60% bonus experience. Okay, all right, that's fine. So I watched an ad, like you'll see right here. If I go into this, you see it says your ad is available next at basically 10 o'clock for me. So yeah, so right now I'm getting 60% experience. On top of that 60% experience, everyone has experience books. So 5-star Serete Special Bulletin, I'm in a 5-star Serite bulletin, and then a 4-star special Serite bulletin. You see, I got Crystal Link characters on everybody. Same with this Yoruichi. I'm gonna put her attack, her last slot on attack, but I just wanted to kind of see. I believe I'm basically doing it based on her second soul trait. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna give her a NAD link, a NAD attack slot. I just haven't decided just yet. But same with this Mayuri. Like you see all these characters, he don't have his crystal links because I just switched him out. But you see all these characters have the same amount of experience books, and that's really important. So even if you have 2-star, 3-star, and 4-star experience books, you still want to put them bad boys on. Now me personally, whenever I get a character a few levels away from like breaking a certain cap, then like I'm not going to waste all that experience from running the quest with this character. I'm just going to go ahead and I think I'll keep Kukaku in because like she still needs to get level to 200 while I have 2 other characters that I'm gonna just level up. So like I said, this is a big part of being an in-game account, of maxing out all of your orbs that you can get. This is something that you absolutely need to do. There's really no way around it. Like a huge mistake that people make in the beginning stages is selling characters or using them to ascend other characters. You know, you get a new 5-star and you're just rushing, like maybe you sell some character that you damn near shouldn't have sold. You should never sell a character until you have fully leveled the character up, at least to the point where you get the orbs for completing that character. If you sell a character and you don't max them out, you won't be able to get those orbs until you get that character again. And Lord knows if you will or won't ever pull a certain character again. There's some characters that are premium characters, and I've only pulled one of them. And like all the years of me playing this game, like there's some, like dude, Mashiro Kuna, bro. The DR Mashiro, the 20 DR Mashiro, I've only pulled her one time ever, bro. Like, think about if I would have never pulled that character, like I still wouldn't have her to this day. Or think about, you know, obviously she's a 20 DR link, so you wouldn't sell her or anything like that. But yeah, guys. So I'm not going to get into these other characters real quick. I'm just going to go ahead and move on. But boom, right there, just maxed out 3 characters, and I'm 50 orbs short, or 44 orbs short of, or 34 orbs short of having 5k orbs. But what you guys need to make sure you're doing is, like, as your account progression, you need to make sure that you're completing new events and new quests. So yes, story stays all the time. Story never goes away. Those missions are always here. They're always available. So the thing about it is, you want to be able to play the new events that are coming. If there are new events, you want to play those and you want to beat them. Another thing is, you want to make sure, this button right here. Yeah, you want to make sure that you complete all of your player rank requirements. If you have any questions about player rank requirements, ask in the comment section. But most of these are pretty self-explanatory. There are some that are kind of wonky, like the wording is kind of weird. But this is all stuff that, if you've been playing for 2 to 3 weeks, you should be able to do 90% of the stuff. You should be able to get to rank 40 in a week or 2. Like, seriously. And if you're having just because I'm saying you should be able to get to rank 40 in a week or 2 doesn't mean that you should be. It just means that you're prioritizing different things. The first thing that you're gonna have to prioritize are characters. And I hit the wrong thing. The first thing you're gonna want to prioritize are characters. And with characters, I'll show you guys like this. So right now you just see all of my characters, right? Nothing sorted, nothing crazy, right? But then if you go into it, sort of like this. Okay, so you look at your technique characters. If this was just say like you're looking at my account, or just think about your account from what I'm doing on mine. So if you look at your technique characters, you're like, damn, I only got like 5 or 6 technique characters. Then what you do is you add filters, the killers, right? Soul Reaper, Hollow, and Arankar. These are the main 3 killers that you need. You don't really need any of the other killers for PvE clearing. Now, there are some killers that are good for like Senkaimon, but for starting out, for character completion, you want to just look at Arankar killers, Soul Reaper killers, and Hollow killers. You want to make sure you have a top tier option for each of these attributes. And I know it's a bit harder to see on mine because I have so many units, but when you're looking at characters, what are their killer ability? This character has Soul Reaper killer and Hollow killer. So if you were lacking a Soul Reaper killer and a Hollow killer for tech, and then this character Ginzuru comes up, then you're like, damn, if you summon for this character, then he instantly fits the needs of multiple characters that you need or that you could want. So of every attribute, and they don't make dual killer characters very often. I think the anniversary character is probably going to have dual killers, but yeah. So basically, if you need a Soul Reaper killer and a Hollow killer, and there's one character that has both of those killers, and he's a top tier character, you should probably go in for him. But however, if you already have another Hollow killer that does the job just as well, you can skip any Hollow killer tech banners. So you wanna rank your characters. You wanna constantly be thinking like, oh, what character do I have? What killers do I have? Do I got a good Arankar killer? Do I got a good Soul Reaper killer? Do I have a good Hollow killer? All those things you want to make sure you have maxed out. And then for in-game players, you want to look at transcendence. You want to make sure you have at least one character of every attribute with some form of transcendent. So even if you just got to do a level 10 SP slot or a level 10 focus slot, that's going to help your character massively. So if you don't have any good characters with dupes, just level up that SP slot to 10. If you got them 2 of 5, do level 10 focus and level 10 SP. Level 10 SP first though, for sure. So you want to look at every attribute and every killer, and you want to be like, okay, do I have a good option for this killer in this color? If you don't, then you'll maybe need to summon. Because if an event comes out and it requires you to have like hard Arankar killers and you don't have any, but a hard Arankar killer just passed last week and you didn't summon for him because you weren't thinking about it, then you're kind of, taking away from your account. So if you have characters of every killer, and if you have one character that's good for every of the main 5 killers, then you're good. You can skip a lot of banners. If you have a character, if you're like, okay, I'm looking at my blue characters, and you're like, I got all my other killers, but my Soul Reaper killers are just really weak. Then you got a character like Tenjiro in a banner, you might want to go for him. Always pay attention to the rates on the banner. Like, for instance, it's not good to go for one specific character and a banner with more than 5 units. So basically meaning if it's not a solo banner, it's not going to be good to go for that character's dupes. So like I said, just keep that in mind. Me personally, I save almost all of my tickets for major, huge events coming. Like right now, we have anniversary coming. So I'm saving pretty much all of my tickets. Everything I haven't done a Bleach Brave Soul ticket in about a month and a half. All these 5-star tickets, I'm saving them. Same with my accessory tickets, I'm saving them. You don't want to play this game just like, you don't want to play it super fast. You don't want to, if you get a ticket, oh, let me just do this real quick. Let me just blow this ticket real quick. Yeah, so you want to play the game with some poise. You don't want to just if you get tickets, oh, I'm going to just do them. I'm going to just do a 3-ticket multi. I'm going to do a 5-ticket multi. Like, yo, play at your own pace. If that's what you want to do, I don't blame you. But me personally, I'd rather save my tickets and wait for a new event coming out. Wait for new accessories coming out. Wait for something that as soon as it drops, I can spam a bunch of tickets and then maybe get ahead of the game. Another really big thing is extreme co-op and PvP. So I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of PvP right now. My PvP team, I'll show you guys really quickly. The only links you ever want to use for PvP are damage reduction. 99% of the time, damage reduction is the best links that you want to use. You always want to go with attack stats. So if you can get 20% attack on a chappy and you don't got 20% on nothing else, keep it and move on to the next accessory. You know, if you got 20% on something but the rest of your rolls are 6% focus and you know you got focus or you got defense, stamina is okay for the earlier parts. If you get like 40 stamina, it's okay to maybe leave a 40 stamina roll, but if all your main concern is staying alive, someone that's more powerful than you, they're still going to be more powerful. If you can stay alive for 5 more seconds, but they're just chipping away your HP every time they swipe you, then at the end of the day, you're not going to beat that character with just having more HP. HP comes into fact if you're trying to like stall for a soul bomb and stuff like that. But you can buy damage reduction links from the PvP Metal Exchange. So I know a lot of you guys have like hundreds of PvP tickets saved up. Dude, spam those things. Do a couple weeks where you're actively doing PvP and you're looking, you know, you're trying to use those tickets. Damage reduction link right there. Damage reduction link right here. And I think there's another damage reduction link. There's crystal links in here as well, but make sure you guys are taking advantage of your PvP metal shop. Like, you can buy these characters over and over. So if you want to buy 5 nails, you can buy her. You can equip her 5-star version of the character, then her 6-star. So you can get her 5-star to 16 DR and her 6-star to 16 DR. If that's what you gotta do, that's what you gotta do. And mind you, I always use my PvP medals to buy orbs. So like next week, I'll be able to buy this expensive orb pack. And that's what I do every month with my PvP stuff. But PvP is very important, guys. I know a lot of people don't like PvP. The thing is, you need PvP to get into extreme co-op. And no matter what seat you're in, people are always going to have higher overall stats than you. So at the end of the day, you just got to look for teams that you're higher than. I don't care if you got to reset 3 to 5 to 10 times. I guarantee you there are weak people in your PvP seat. Even thirsty PvP. Like, I took a screenshot earlier in the week of a guy that was a 2 times bonus. He had a 3-star character and 2 4-star characters in his PvP team, and it was a 2 times bonus. So I'm also going to tell you guys something else. It is way better to fight opponents you know you're going to beat that don't give you a bonus than fighting people just because they give you a bonus and losing over and over. Like, if I was really having a hard time, I would just smack on this Ichibe, because like, I'm damn near positive I can beat this guy. If you have 5 wins in a row on teams that aren't 5 times bonuses, that's way better than going 2 of 5 and all the characters are bonuses and you just fought them because they're bonuses. Like, you want to make sure you're going for wins. Like, you don't always have to go for bonuses, especially depending on what PvP seat you guys are in. Especially considering some of y'all got 200 or 300 tickets or more just saved. You don't gotta go for bonus characters. Like, that's crazy to think that you gotta go for bonus characters if you're risking losing. Beat up on those weak dudes. Beat up on those guys that don't have their team set up. I'm telling you, if you do that, you will make it into 3rd seat for extreme co-op. And I promise you, 1 month of extreme co-op, you can get 500 plus, and I just lost to that team. That's tough. You can get 500 plus editing brushes easy, bro. 1,000 editing brushes from 1 week of extreme co-op. What would you do with 500 editing brushes? You'll probably be able to perfect about a whole set of accessories. You know what I'm saying? So just think about that. I personally have 2 PvP teams, one with Kenpachi and one with Chad, substituting. Everywhere else, pretty much everybody else stays Noitora and Yamamoto. Yamamoto stays because Ichibe is like one of the best characters in PvP. And overall, Askin is the best character right now for PvP. So that's why I make sure I have a team with my Kenny in there. And yeah, so that's pretty much some of the main things. make sure you do all of the new events. And if you can't beat some events, then don't try them. You know what I mean? If you try and go to events and there's some stuff you can't beat, then just don't do it. It's pretty simple, you know. You're not going to be able to beat everything. You're not going to be able to clear all the content in the game, especially depending on how long you've been playing, how much time you dedicate to the game. Another thing is, man, you know, try not to be jealous of what other people get. This game is a game of 100% luck. One guy can go into a banner and he can do a 50 pull. I'm going to do the 50 pull in this banner, by the way, just because, like, I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I feel like you should maybe do the, yeah, that was a waste. So that's why, just because a banner has like good rates, you shouldn't do it just because. I went ahead and put those 50 orbs into that banner, just because, really, at the end of the day. But I kind of shouldn't have, for real. But you know, that just goes to show you, just because something is a discounted step, don't mean you should do it. If I were to do the 150 step and then the 200 step, bro, that's 500 orbs, bro. I just threw down the trash, like, just for no reason. Don't summon just because characters are out. Like, you have to learn how to not go all in. You gotta learn when to stop. Like even if you go to step 10 and you don't pull a character, sometimes it's better to stop at step 10 and not pulling a character than to go in all the way. So just keep that in mind, you guys. Play the events that come out. Sub-stories stay in the game. Chronicle Quest is a very in-game type of activity. You shouldn't even be worrying about Chronicle Quest until you're, I would say, maybe 60 days into the game. Other than that, you're not even going to be able to complete Chronicle Quest. Same with Epic Raids. You can join Epic Raids and you can join Inheritance Zone, where you can host your own rooms. These events require you learning a pattern. So you might need to go on YouTube and search up, you know, Renji Epic Raid or Grimjaw Epic Raid and see if you can find the tips. Every single Epic Raid has guides, so just take the appropriate time to do it. A lot of people asked about familiars. How do I get familiars? You know, how can I, you know, how do you get the pets? You play Epic Raids. You play Epic Raids, and that's basically it. You play Epic Raids, and then you have to max out their soul tree, just like anybody else. Like, some of these nodes, you literally need to go into the Epic Raid and purchase the materials. So go into the Epic Raid, you can go to the Epic Raid shop, and this is how you purchase the familiars. So bam, I'll purchase the Grimjaw familiar right there. I don't have enough points right now, but same thing with any of the other ones, like the Ion or the Byakuya Kuchiki. You can go in here and you can purchase the familiar. You know, you purchase it once, and then you have to actually work out the familiar. You have to work it up. So these things in the shop, you have to actually go in and buy them. So, you know, things like this Minos Grande, I still didn't even buy my second Minos familiar, and I can still level them out completely. So, you just got to play Epic Raids, and you got to do Chronicle Quest if you're worrying about completing familiars. Other than that, this game really comes down to knowing when to save, knowing when to summon, and you know, maxing out your orbs and maxing out and doing the stuff that you got to do to further your account. Some things like Cones Bonanza right now is on a double coins and double experience. So when it's popping like this, strap your characters up, put your experience books on, make sure you buy the experience boost, and then go ahead and go for it. Level up those characters, play new events, get your orbs, and keep it pushing, man. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys need some more in-depth, make sure you leave your comments down below, and I will be answering pretty much all comments on this video as long as I do see it. So with that being said, man, I appreciate you guys. Shout out to my sponsor gang. Don't really like to subscribe, Prophet Nation. I do love y'all. And be aware, man, it's going to be a lot of trap banners coming up. There's going to be a lot of banners that K-Lab is going to entice you to try and summon on right before anniversary. So just be ahead of the pack. Don't fall for it. One last thing is Anniversary Part 1 will be premium characters. Part 2 will be exclusive characters. So if you're deciding on whether you should spend more orbs on round 1 or 2, round 2 is definitely the way to go. Prophet Nation, love y'all. Until next time, though. I'm out.